And now we're going to talk about the quotient rule. So the quotient rule takes a function over another function. If you had some specific function, they're using j as some combination of two different functions. They've got an f of x, and then they've got a g of x. G of x being in the denominator. Then to take this quotient, you take the bottom multiplied by the derivative of the top minus the derivative of the bottom times the top. So there's the top and the derivative of the bottom. All over the bottom squared. So the bottom stays there, but you have to square it. Remember that. All right. So our numerator, I'm going to say is g of x. It's a polynomial function. We've got another polynomial function we'll call h of x. That's our denominator. So f prime of x equals the top squared, not squared, excuse me, the top function to the first derivative. So this is going to be the derivative of 4x cubed minus 2x plus 1, multiplied by our denominator, which is just x squared. And then minus, be careful of this minus here, the bottom squared, or the bottom, excuse me, the derivative of the bottom, multiplied by the function on top, which is 4x cubed, and so forth. All of this over the bottom squared. So we take x squared and we square it. Now let's take that derivative, or those two different derivatives on the top. The derivative of 4x cubed is 12x squared. Multiply the 3 by the 4 and subtract 1 from our exponent. Derivative of negative 2x is just negative 2, and the derivative of 1 is 0, so that goes away. And then we leave the x squared, and then the derivative of the x squared is 2x. We're going to multiply that by that 4x cubed and so forth. And x squared squared is simply x to the fourth power. Let's clean this up a little bit since we can. All right, let's distribute that square, or actually, well, we can pull out an x first of all. So let's take an x, and I'll distribute the other x through. So that's going to be 12x cubed minus 2x. Minus, I'm pulling out the x from 2x, so that gives me just 2 times the other bit. In fact, let's get rid of these parentheses here. Put this 1 back. So I'm going to distribute the 2. So negative 2 times 4 is negative 8, and we have x cubed. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. That's an x. And negative 2 times 1 is just negative 2. And remember, I've pulled the x out. This has been pulled out, and one of these has been pulled out. And so that gives us an x times x cubed. And now I can cancel these x's. And I will just combine like terms on top, and we should be good at that point. So I've got 12 minus 8x cubed, which is 4x cubed. There's no squared, but I have a positive 4 and a negative 2x, which is plus 2x. And then there's that lone constant, minus 2. All over x cubed. And this would be our final answer for this quotient rule derivative.